Alright, so here it is finally. This is our new segment. We're going to be calling this one the deck discussion. If you guys have an opinion for another name, please hit us up. But this is where you get to see us interact with each other. This is your chance to interact with us, ask us questions, chime in on the discussion. We really, really want you guys to comment on it. We encourage you to chime in on the discussion. We're going to be presenting questions throughout the discussion that we would like you guys to answer. And we want your opinions on the discussion at the discussion that we're talking about at hand, your opinions about it. We're going to be talking about a lot of things, like different decks versus different decks. We're going to be talking about decks in general. We're going to be talking about rulings, cards. We're going to be talking about the OCG versus the TCG, a lot of things of that nature. So today, in the first segment, we're going to be talking about the Fish OTK, which everybody knows is an up-and-coming deck. We've been talking about making a Fish deck for about a year now. Our past videos checks that fact, so please don't nobody leave stupid comments like, oh, you net deck this and blah 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 blah, because we really didn't. Like, we seen a couple ideas that we added to it after seeing it used, but the idea we've had planned to make this for a long time, since probably like the beginning of the first format last year. So I'm going to get into it, but first I want to just put out there we have where the deck is not 100% complete. I got Treeborns on the way being delivered. I should have them tomorrow or the day after. And we need 2 Armory Arms. We need Brionic. We need a Gunir, the Dragon of the Ice Barrier. We need Miss Wurm. So check out the last trade binder video that we just did previous to this video. PM us about trades. Don't ask us what we value cards at. Just tell us, make an offer, and we'll tell you we accept the offer or not. We don't send first. We're going to have the trade rules in the video anyway. These are some new cards that we just got in. I know I went over these before, but I'm going to go over it again. Ultimate Kaius, Mirror Force Duelist Pack Yugi, Ultimate Solemn Warning, and Blackwing Armor Master, and Stardust from Duelist Pack Yugi. So I'm going to show you the deck, and then I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about cards that I think shouldn't be in the deck or will slow the deck down, and I'm going to talk about the deck itself. If you guys have any questions, please PM us or just put in a comment. Like I said, I want you guys to interact a lot on this video and all the deck discussion videos. So, of course, we have 3 Coelacanths. Everybody knows Coelacanth is the heart of the deck. He is what starts it off. You discard a card, summon as many fish monsters as you can, which leads into pretty much 3 Oyster Monsters and 3 Treeborns. When you use the effect, this is what everybody usually use, because they go for the Colossal OTK, which is fine, it's a good idea. But you have a lot of different options with this. You can go for level 4s and you discard Treeborn, discard Fishborg. Discard any card to bring a Fishborg back, as long as you have a level 3 water monster or lower on your side of the field, so you can come out with different combos with this deck. Swap Frog. Swap Frog is simply just to get Treeborn into the graveyard, so you can go ahead. These are my 2 Treeborns. These are the proxies for now. Like I said, I'll have the rest of the Treeborns tomorrow or the day after. But I couldn't wait to do the video because everybody's doing it now, and I want everybody to know that Team Billy's been talking about this for a while. 1 Dupe Frog, 1 Royal Swap Bill, just because it's a level 4 tuner, and I want to get access to different things and a lot faster. Given the situation, the thing about this deck, what is going to make this deck really, really great is the diversity. Like, you could change this deck to match whatever the situation is that you're in. You can adapt to that. You can adapt your strategy and your win condition to it. Like, this deck is very versatile. 2 Metable Sharks, just simply in case Pot of Avarice isn't, accessible at the time. I could summon this. He's an 800 beater. He can probably hold his own. My personal tech choice is Penguin Soldier. He just simply, you send 2 cards on your opponent's side. Well, send 2 cards on the field, period, back to the owner's hand. 2 monster cards. 1 Aqua Spirit, just for tribute fodder. You can remove from play 1 water monster to access this card. So, yeah, her and Treeborn makes it easier for Coelacanth to come out for me. I've seen this. I was watching Dub K Dad's video. Guys, check him out. I'm going to have the link somewhere here. He's from our Team Minority, and he has a fish deck and a fish tutorial, so you guys might want to check him out. Yeah, the Light and Darkness Dragon. Now for the magic cards, this deck is very magic heavy. So you have 3 enemy controllers for the Treeborn trick. Take your opponent's monster, which helps you for great tribute fodder to bring out Coelacanth. Pot of average just to get, you know, your, not your fish boys, but your oyster monster, anything else you want to bring out with Coelacanth's ability against that. 2 gold sarks just to speed up the deck. I say if you have Pot of Duality, use that instead of the gold sarks, or even use them both. But yeah, Pot of Duality would work great, but this is, I guess you can call this my budget build. 2 more Ray of Greed. If I had a 3rd one, I would run it, but I don't, so yeah. And Big Wave, Small Wave. Big Wave, Small Wave I think is good. It speeds up for Coelacanth. You know, you can bring back Treeborn, activate this, and get Coelacanth out right then and there, and just go off. Or Cold Wave, I don't know, just True Nade or whatever, but you can go off with that. Really good. And just a lot of back row hate, because you want to go off, you don't want to be disrupted when you go off or whatever. And Staple Darkhold and Monster Reborn. And I only run 4 traps, which is new for me, but I like this playstyle. 2 water arts IOE. Again, WK Dad, thanks for the idea. And everything else I just did on myself with the Light and Darkness Dragon, and this card was really good. This card's good because you can get those effect veilers out of your opponent's hands, and you can make sure they don't set like silent warnings. Anything that can stop you from going off, you can make sure they don't stop you with this, because you get into their hand. 1 call, 1 threatening. I'm going to take threatening out. It's the super threatening, so if you guys are interested, definitely let me know. It's definitely for trade. Okay, now let's talk about cards that I feel like should not be in the deck. Where are they? Actually have it here. Just because I see the point of this card, Forgotten Temple, is just so when your Coelacanth is attacked, you don't have any fish monsters or whatever, you can move from play and then bring it back at the end phase, and it also acts as Umi. But, you know, but it messes up a lot. Like, it changes the level of your monster card, so it's harder to tune. It's harder to access your OTK that way. You have to think differently to do it. So I think it's bad. It's also a permanent trap card, so it stops you from getting your Treeborns back. You have a lot of back row hate, so I don't think, like, trap stuns are good. Again, traps are, like, not really good in this deck. Fish Depth Charge, I think, is too situational. I don't think it's fast enough. And I really don't want to have to tribute a water monster to destroy a card on their field. I mean, it's a good card, but I don't know. It depends on your playstyle, I feel like. Card Trader, I think, is a pretty okay card. I mean, you can consider using it. I would use this card over any other kind of draw card besides for, you know, Pot of Duality and Armory Arm, which belong in the deck. But in the instance where you draw, like, you know, draw into your Treeborns and you draw into your Oyster Monster, you don't want to set them because you don't want them to get Noblemen or anything like that. So you can just put them back in the deck, draw 1 card, shuffle, then draw 1 card. So, but I don't think it's really too good. I had it in my previous fish deck and it worked alright, but in this format it's different. Salvage is like a really boo-boo card in this deck. I mean, for one, you have the Metable Sharks to get back your fish monsters, and you have the Pot of Average to get back everything else. So I don't think you need this, and a lot of your monsters are not under 1500. I mean, besides the Fishboy Blasters, the Dupe Frog, and the Swap Frog, I mean, you really don't have access to this card like that. 1-for-1 makes it so you don't have to clutter. 1-for-1 is pointless in this deck. You don't have to clutter your magic cards with this card because you have, you know, Swap Frog, and you got Dupe Frog that can get access to Swap Frog, which can get access to Treeborn. So it's no point for you to run this. I think it's pointless to run. What has it, again, another very situational card. A lot of people really consider running this, or do run it, just because it says once per turn, if you control no monsters, you can special summon a level 4 or lower water monster. Which a lot of people try to combo that, summon a water monster, and then normal summon Cyber Shark, but I think that's just like, it's pointless. It drags out the deck. Mind Control, you can't really tribute the monster, so it's pointless. Hand Destruction, some people consider using it. I heard a lot of talk about people using it just to get to ditch Treeborn. I think that's way too situational. Morphing Jar, I think you have enough draw potential in this deck. Like, I don't think that you have to worry about any of that, so you don't have to use Morphing Jar. And a lot of people want Cyber Shark to counteract Cyber Dragons, but again, you got to have at least 1 water monster inside the field to summon him, and he's not a special summon, he's a normal summon, so it's pointless to have him. Golden Flying Fish, I think it's just like an epic fail because he's a fish monster that's a light, and if you use Coelacanth's ability, you can't use his ability, so you have to summon him, then use Coelacanth's ability. It's too situational. I don't think you should run it. Anybody should run it. Golden Flying Fish. Gourds, I don't think Gourds is necessary. Like, everybody runs Gourds in this deck from what I've seen, and I don't think that it's necessary to run Gourds. I mean, I know you can summon him and you can summon a token, you can summon a tribute fodder, but I think Aqua Spirit outdoes that, in my opinion. Gen X Undine and Gen X Controller is pretty something that I've seen from Dubkey Dad once again, that he runs this, and this is his way of getting out his Treeborn, and then he gets the Gen X Controller to his hand, which is a tuner that you can tune or whatever. But for me, it's not. Yeah, it's not good for my playstyle. And Shark Cruise is a great card, but he's just too situational. He has to be destroyed by your opponent's effect in order for you to special summon 2 fish monsters from your graveyard. So I think that yeah, it's too situational. And I think Numble Sunfish, I call him the Numble Suckfish because I think he just simply slows down the deck too much. Like, you have to wait for him to get attacked. And if your opponent knows you're running this, they're going to nobleman your face down cards because they're going to be expecting Treeborn or this. So it's pointless to run. So simply put, my evaluation of Fish OTK is like, it's going to be a great card. It's going to be like, it's going to pick up faster than Gravekeepers did, because Gravekeepers didn't pick up until Grave Recruiter came out. I think right now, Fish OTK has all the weapons it needs to go through. I didn't show you guys the extra deck, so I'm going to go through it real quick. 1 Red Nova Dragon, 2 Red Dragon Archfiends, 1 Shooting Star Dragon, 2 Stardust, 1 Colossal Fighter, 1 Sky Dragon, which is really good with Treeborn. Treeborn comes back, you destroy Treeborn on the card on the side of the field. I think it's really good for certain situations. 1 Scrap Archfiend, 1 Exploded Dragon Wing, 1 Black Rose Dragon, 1 Goyo. I have 3. I have Goyos for trade, guys. I have Goyos for trade. 1 Contaster and 1 Deep Sea Lord Casilodon. And he's outside the strategy in itself. Like, you can bring him out, he's an easy 5 stars, you can get him out really quickly, and then you can continue to Synchro into your OTK. He becomes a 3,000 beater. And yeah, so like I was saying, the Fish, I think the Fish OTK is going to be great. It's going to pick up really fast. So yeah, I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the discussion and explanation of the deck. Yeah, so tell me what you guys think. Here's the question part of it. I want to know, do you think that Fish OTK is going to rise in the meta? Do you think that it's going to have longevity? And what decks do you think can really compete with Fish OTK on a head-to-head level, and why? And I just don't want to hear answers like, oh, because it's faster or whatever, but I want to know why do you think a certain deck can beat this deck? So yeah, guys, please chime in, and Team Delway out.